even if I am doing portraits of people, in a way, it's not meant to be a portrait of the person. The human figure in the painting is just something that the viewer can immediately relate to. For them to then experience the painterly sensations and like the colors or like whatever else. My name is Keisuke Berkery. I'm a painter based in Dublin, and a big part of my practice is I take inspiration from pictures that my granddad took back in the 1950s in Japan. He took these like beautiful candid shots of his colleagues and some of my family, and the subjects weren't aware of the camera a lot of the time. It's like a film noir sort of quality to some of them because everyone's either wearing a suit or kimono, and yeah, I just thought it was a great source material to work from. One of the big reasons that I was drawn to the pictures in the first place was that my granddad's in some of the photos, and then I look very like him in these pictures, so it kind of gave me like this feeling of nostalgia, even though it actually wasn't me, but in a way I kind of felt like I was there. After he passed, I got his camera and I got like his watch and stuff, so yeah, I just went and used those. I don't have set rules or like a set idea of what it is that I'm trying to capture. I like to just be kind of instinctual with what I do. From a while back, I've started working on multiple paintings at the same time and going back to each one. When you work like that, you have time away from the painting, and I think that gives you a clear idea whether or not it's done. Okay, I'll push this aside. So these would be colleagues of my granddad's who worked in Mitsubishi. The idea was just to give me a new challenge to kind of develop my paintings in a certain way. They're all black and white pictures, so that's kind of where I started experimenting with, you know, like incorrect colors or like colors that aren't there. I don't know who exactly they are, but these are people that kind of show up a bunch in the pictures. So I feel like I kind of know them by now. They're all very cool characters. They're always posing, and they look like they had a good time together. This is a picture I took of my friends. I think in a way it's just kind of continuing on. This will be like a similar photo to one of my granddads, but it's just contemporary setting of my friends rather than his friends. The idea that I had with this painting was kind of the color of it. It all had this violet-y hue to the whole thing. I think that was the kind of starting point. They're all squinting in the bright light, and I like that kind of look as well. They're kind of staring into the sun a bit. I think that gives a funny look for the viewer to be looking at when they're struggling to look at you, kind of thing. Or scowling at you. This is my friend. She's also an artist. She's half Japanese and half Irish as well. For another project, I needed a female character to be wearing a suit. Yeah, I couldn't find any pictures of women in suits at all, so I think obviously there was the role divided back then, but I think this painting kind of reflects the shift in the times, I guess. This would be one of my granddad's suits. It fit her perfectly, actually. I just think that the hoop earrings with the suit works really well. Her downward gaze also, I think it kind of invites the viewer to think about what is it she's thinking about. It's a very pensive painting. When I'm painting, definitely there's an escapist element. I'm completely happy to be with my own company and work for days. But I've been starting to make a conscious effort to engage with the Dublin art scene a little bit more, and it's actually been really nice. I feel like Ireland could potentially be a really cool place. I think it's unfortunate how expensive it is to live here. It's such a shame because, like, if it's a really affordable place to be, I think artists will be drawn to it. There needs to be a bit more nurturing, I think. I think it's a fragile thing, and I think more money needs to be put into the sector, for sure. In the future, my main goal is to improve and get better. Each painting, to me, it's practice, it's not the final piece. The final piece is kind of eventually what I hopefully will be able to paint. I try not to think too far ahead, but hopefully it's all sunshine and flowers.